Welcome back to Kettle Messages. We're gonna get our readings with the High Priestess. Gem stars here to spill the truth. Let's go get our mid-month brew.
And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away? And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away? Dance the night away.
Welcome everyone to the live September mid-month brew. This is your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar, here bringing you the mid-month readings for all of the Zodiac signs. We want to wish our Virgos and our Libras a very special happy solar return and a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Virgos, and happy birthday, Libra, my scales of justice. Beautiful Virgos, we're gonna begin this mid-month reading with your sign as we are wrapping Virgo's birthday season up. Once again, we want to thank you for showing your support of the channel by hitting that like button when you tune in to Kettle Messages Tarot live readings with your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar. Let's give the cards a shuffle. And let's begin our mid-month brew with our birthday signs, Virgo and Libra. Welcome, Virgos. Okay, let's begin with our birthday sign, Virgos. Let's see what's going on in your mid-month brew. We apologize for that, Virgos. Virgos, the mid-month messages for the beautiful Virgos. Their solar return. Their birthday season is wrapping up, but the tea is still brewing. Okay. We're going to accept that one for Virgos. Oh. Okay, Virgos, this is a time of learning, of intervention, of studying, of practice, of hard work this mid-month. We see that there are a lot of changes coming to the Virgos this mid-month, but it's going to take a lot of hard work on your part to pick up the pieces of your broken heart or of a situation which has come tumbling down. There are situations in your life at this time, Virgos, that are wrapping up. So there are signs, messages, connections coming to an end, truths being revealed at this time, foundations that are not built on stability, security, or a firm foundation are coming down, and you are going to be left with whatever is remaining in your situation, which then is going to require your hard work to rebuilding your life, rebuilding a relationship, rebuilding yourselves after a broken relationship, picking up the pieces. If there is a time of endings in career, business, or any other situation in your life at this time, as truth is being revealed, you may be reviewing the hard work that you've put into your business, into your career, into your studies, into your relationship, into yourselves, and entering a time of adjustment. So right now, it is a stop and review for some Virgos, looking at what is left and what remains of certain situations in their life, and picking up the pieces and working towards new beginnings, being driven, being focused. I see that Virgos are very focused on empowering themselves. You can be cutting yourselves free from people, places, and things that have held you back for a long time, Virgos. This mid-month, we see you letting go of that which has served its purpose in your life. Truths that are being revealed, masks that are falling off, opportunity and roads that are clearing up and opening up for you is the energy of the mid-month, as you take a step back, look and review at what you have been investing in, working towards, and seeing if you want to continue, or do you want to go back to the drawing board and make some changes. If you want to make certain changes in your life, Virgo, this is the time to do it. If you want to make changes in the environment where you reside, in the company that you work for, in the place that you're employed, in the connections that you are in the study and the courses that you are taking at this time. If you want to take a stop, review, see all your hard work that has been invested. Has it been invested wisely? Do you want to continue? You are very driven now. Some of you will continue on the road that you are on the path that you are on, because you feel that it is the right one for you. For others of you, it will be a new beginning, a new start in an area in your life where it's going to take hard work to rebuild, but you have the energy and the staying power. You are very driven at this time to succeed in whatever you decide to do. I'm loving this energy, Virgos. I'm loving this energy. You are using your skills, your talent, your abilities, your experiences, your resources, your work ethic to help you along this path that you have chosen, or that you have been placed on by the universe and by certain situations that have came to the light or are coming to the light this mid-month, that will have you pressing restart on certain areas in your life. You are working on savings at this time. You are working on yourselves, on your studies, on your looks, on your energy. And you are on the road of empowerment And a little warning for mid-month is not to let power go to your head. Remember to stay humble as you go up that ladder of success, as you go towards fulfilling your goals, your dreams. You are being asked to be humble, to be appreciative, to live in a state of gratitude, and not to fall into the negative shadow energy, which is lust for power or being driven by greed. Be careful with that energy. It can be tempting when things are turning in your favor, things are turning around, and things are on the lookup. Okay, so we see that there is an offering, small but still an offering of love and affection. You're receiving gifts at this time, so happy birthday, Virgos. You're definitely getting gifts from those who love you, from those who care about you, and from those that have a special romantic interest in you. So there can be a love connection happening mid-month. You're falling for someone, someone is falling for you. You're becoming more intimate, more vulnerable, more sensitive at this time, open to receiving and giving love and affection and romance, even if it starts off small. So this is a meeting of the minds, a meeting of souls, and you see a little bit in one another, in each other at this time. So there are things occurring. There are a lot of flirtations happening mid-month for Virgos. So this may be a temporary hookup. You may be on a honeymoon, on vacation. Someone just drops out of the blue. Okay, so you're meeting someone new out of the blue, or you're face to face with a soulmate this mid-month, a soul of like minds. There's a lot of communication, a lot of chemistry between you and another. Even though this may be a brief connection that some of you may be living at this time, meeting someone out of the blue, a short-lived romance for some Virgos, but something that starts small can develop into something much more deeper in the future. So though there's a temporary meeting, you may be meeting with this person that you're spending time with at this time again in the future. But for now, you're being asked to enjoy the moment, Virgos. Live in the moment. So there's some temporary pleasantry going on, not a serious relationship, but you are connecting with someone. And at this time, there may be only but so much of a connection you can handle, or that you can offer someone, or that someone can offer you at this time. Because someone in this connection this mid-month may be very busy, working hard. There may be a lot of changes going on in somebody's life, whether your life, Virgos, or the life of this person that you're spending time with, that there's a little romance happening, that the romance, though it may be short-lived, it's still something that is on your mind, okay? So what's going on here is that something is starting off for some Virgos mid-month, and it may be stopped just because someone has a lot on their plate. There's a lot of changes going on in someone's life. There may be some financial situations that have to be handled at this time by you or someone else, Virgo, that you may be dealing with this mid-month, that has them preoccupied. And so they can't really totally invest in a connection. some people won't give 100% in a relationship if they themselves are getting their act together, or their life together, or their financial situation together, or their dreams, their goals, their educational goals together. So someone here is getting their life together. And in the middle of this, getting your life together, right? Working on yourself, working on your fitness, working on your glow up, working on your business, working on your finances. All of a sudden, some love comes in with that Tower. But because someone is so busy taking care of business, love takes a back seat for the moment. But if you can enjoy a holiday, a vacation, a getaway, a romantic weekend with someone, then you have the green light to do this. Because if you are the one that's busy reinventing yourself and working on your business, this mid-month, Virgos, you're encouraged to give yourself a little love and spread a little love of your own around this mid-month. There's some small gestures, some small tokens of affection are happening mid-month for Virgos. I'm loving the energy. Though you are busy working and rebuilding yourselves, you're still open to some love and romance. Okay, so in the back of your mind, or on this partner's mind that you're dealing with mid-month, there's some worries and concerns that there may be some differences that can create a gap between you and someone. So you're taking this connection slow. There's a need to get to know each other and not rush into a connection. That's what we're picking up. That these connections that start now during the mid-month for Virgos, it's going to take a lot of hard work and time to build something in these connections. Something solid, something strong. It's going to take a lot of nurturing, a lot of investment of time, energy, resources. So this is something you're going to want to start off slowly, Virgos. Start off slowly. You guys may live at a distance. You may be worlds apart in culture, in distance, in beliefs, but there is definitely something there, some chemistry that has you very interested in each other, and you're willing to overlook the differences. But there are other concerns that should be looked into, especially when it comes to money and finance. Because someone here has to get their life together when it comes to money and finance in order to bring stability and security to a relationship. And that is a concern for some Virgos. I see the story that is playing out here is that even though someone may be very interested, they have to go slow for financial reasons. But this doesn't mean that they're going to stop communicating with you, Virgos, or that they still see a future with you. It's just going to have to be friends at first. Let's get to know each other. Let's take this nice and slow while we're working on ourselves at this time and on our lives. But it seems like you guys will find a way to stay united and choosing love over anything that could divide you. Oh, yes. Woohoo, blessed be. There it is. The whole family. As we said, Virgos, for you mid-month, there are some exciting developments happening out of the blue while you're working on yourself, while you're taking care of your life, while you're taking care of business, while you are being driven and focused out of the blue. There comes in a romance. And though they may be cultural differences, whether they be difference in religion, beliefs, outlook, or even if you live at a distance, different cities, different states, different countries, continents, you still will be staying in touch with this person, still building on this connection, Virgos. And we can see that in the future, if you stick by this relationship that's coming mid-month into your lives, that there's family in the future, engagement, marriage, moving in together, building a family together. So if you're in relationships, whether it is present or whether it is coming in during the mid-month, Virgos, you are being here advised by spirit to continue nurturing these connections, these relationships, staying in touch with one another. No matter the division, no matter the differences, no matter the space, the wall, the time between you guys, you will be able to build on a relationship. This is a great energy for online dating, or if you're dating at a distance, or if you're separated at this time from a loved one, if you have your mind on a particular person and you're still willing to work on that relationship and that connection. This is a beautiful energy, as there are things just coming out of the blue so that romance can line up and work for you and in your life at this time, Virgos. Loving the energy for my Virgos mid-month. Yes, you're done thinking about this. You're ready to take action to make your offer. There may be those that may try to talk you out of this mid-month, Virgos, but you are being advised to follow your heart, follow your intuition, follow your gut at this time. This is something that is going to grow over time. So if you have the patience, Virgos, and you really want to build on a relationship, on a connection, this is a great energy to receive. During mid-month, the final message is success in business and enterprise through hard work. Virgos, mid-month, there is no doubt in Spirit's mind that you are going to be working hard on your business, on your goals, on your finances, on your present, on your future. Virgos, a love connection being had, being made this mid-month. A very happy birthday and solar new year to the Virgos as they begin to close the gap in their love lives and find the time to invest and nurture their connections. Because if they do, they are guaranteed growth and family ties. That has been your mid-month messages, Virgos. Until we read the tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao, my beautiful Virgos. Libra, my scales of justice. Welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot, Libra. I'm your reader, the Gem Star, here to bring you the mid-month brew live. We thank you for supporting the channel, hitting that like button, subscribing to our sacred space, and joining us during the lives. You know how we do it for Libra. Laying down the law and laying down the birthday justice. Happy solar return and happy birthday, scales of justice. Let's see what your messages are during this time. Libra, my scales of justice, what are your messages this mid-month brew? Trusting your inner voice when something is telling you that there's a snake in the grass. You better trust your inner voice, mid-month Libra. There's some transformation and change growing within you, and your intuition is on top peak. It's at peak at this time, so follow your gut, follow your intuition. You know that there is something really fishy going on, really snakery going on this mid-month, and it is unwise to venture where the angels tread mid-month. There is some unwise spending going on, Libra, and so you have to tighten the purse strings this mid-month or close that wallet, Libra. This is a time where everybody should be chipping in, where everybody should be paying their own way at this time. If you are seeing your money fly out the window this mid-month, Libra, this is a time to really start cutting people off, start cutting back on unwise spending. If you are laid off or unemployed at this time or have limited funds at this time, you need to work a strategy, a budget, so that you can live on what you have at this time and stop the spending. There's a need to stop the money from flying out the window, the money being spent unwisely on things you don't want, you don't need, or people that should be paying debts to you, money owed to you, Libra. Mid-month, you better start asking people to pay their half of the bills or pay what is due to you, paid what is owed to you. You need money coming in because there's a lot of money going out at this time, Libra, and there's a need to cut people off, close that wallet, close that purse, and focus on making changes and transforming the situation that you find yourselves in. You are very confident in yourselves mid-month that you can do this, that you can start saving money and cutting back and getting debts paid to you, Libra. And so I see you guys working on that mid-month. All these people that have been taking advantage of you financially, energetically, physically, need to start being cut off. All right, scales of justice, time to cut people off. Time to see the snakes for what they are. They're slithering in here. Warning. Bang. Confirmation. This is a warning for Libra. This is sounding off mid-month. And it is your intuition that is sounding off. Your high priestess, your high priest, your intuition is telling you, listen, Libra, there are people taking advantage of you. There is someone taking advantage of you and your situation at this time. Some of you may be laid off, unemployed, or may have limited funds, and people are still taking advantage of you. And this is a moment for you guys to sound off. Okay? Speak up. Sound off. They see you like this, Libra. They see you as a bank, a piggy bank. They see you as a 401k. They see you as a stock. They see you as a commodity. They see you in the millions, okay? They see you wealthy, full of money, full of abundance, full of prosperity. And they want this, Libra. They want this, okay? And they are taking you to the bank, making you spend, spend, spend. If you are working on the house, be careful with contractors at this time. If you are getting yourselves involved in any financial legal contracts at this time, make sure that you are getting what you deserve, okay? Get what you are owed, because you may be coming into a windfall mid-month. And because you come into some money, Libra, here we go, generous Libra, spending on their friends, spending on their family, spending on things they don't need, just spending, okay, on luxury. Cut back, because you can find yourselves, okay, penniless if you don't take the warning that if you start spending unwisely, or that you let these snakes slither in to your life and say, Libra, we see you doing very well, okay? This is their thought in their mind. Remember, they're snakes, Libra. So the thought in their mind is like, oh, Libra, you look like you have it all. And indeed, you may have it all, okay? Or you may come into a situation where you will have it all. But that doesn't mean that they need to put their hands out, Libra, to take your money, or to come up with ideas to spend your money unwisely, or for you to start going on spending sprees, Libra. This is a time to invest your money wisely, to save your money, to keep your financial business to yourself and not tell anyone, okay? Because with the bang and with the money card, you may be so happy that you have all this money, or that you come into some unexpected money that falls in your lap, that you go off and tell people, don't tell anyone. Keep it to yourself, okay? Because as soon as people know, out come the snakes, Libra. Out come the snakes. You see? Oof. Like, no, Libra says. We don't have no money for you here. Okay, Libra? That's the false flame. The false flame. Oh, I love you so much, Libra. You look so good, Libra. So lucky to be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your possible fiance. Yeah, Libra, buy me that ring. I want to marry you now. I want to date you now, Libra. I want to stay with you, Libra. I want to be with you, Libra. Be careful, Libra. Be careful about those lovers that are only with you because of what you have and not who you are. All right? Not to truly be there with love and support, but because they're there for your support, for you to put a roof over their head, for you to put clothes on their back, food on their table, and go on spending sprees for them. You know, just pay the bill, Libra. They want you to pay the bill. They want you to pay the bill. 1 minute, they weren't into you, Libra. They didn't find the time, the day, family, friend, lover, foe, husband, wife, Somebody wasn't paying no damn attention to you, Libra. You was counting them out, Libra. But all of a sudden, you coming into some money, and they're all in love again, Libra. They're all in love, wanting to be with you, wanting to stay with you, Libra. Even wanting to marry you, wanting to get on your will. Be careful mid-month as you come into some money. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, okay? Trust that gut, Libra. It will not steer you wrong. Many times in the past, your intuition has proven to you that it will not fail you. Don't let it fail you now. As you are coming into a time this mid-month where you are being validated for your hard work, the light is shining on you. All eyes are on you, Libra. All eyes are on you. You're looking good. You're smelling good. You're sexy. You're handsome. You're driving a nice car. You live in a nice house. So you're about to. You're going to have a lot of material abundance. A lot of material abundance. That's why Spirit was asking that you be careful with your finances at this time, as people can see that abundance, that shine, that glow up that you got going on, Libra, and they want some of it. They want some of it. There's somebody here that has you on an emotional roller coaster, high, low, love, hate, up, down, in, out. All of a sudden, when you get this money, they're going to want to change up on you again. And this time with love bombing. Love bomb away for Libra. Be careful, Libra. Because somebody's intentions here are very unclear. And your intuition is saying, you snake. I see you for what you are. I see you exactly for what you are. I'm loving it, Libra. Someone here makes you feel insecure, like you gotta chase their love, or you gotta prove your love to them. Yes, look. In the past, they denied you a relationship, marriage, connection, physical closeness, romantic closeness, a commitment. In the past, they didn't want to commit. This is confirmation that Spirit is saying, whoop, when you come into some money, Libra, or when you start looking good, Libra, when you start working out, Libra, when you start that glow up, when you start to shine, when you start to be famous or in the center of attention, you are the limelight. You is the rich bitch. Then they will come, Libra. They will come. See this, they didn't want to commit. By the end, they want to. They want to make a deal with you. They want to negotiate with you, Libra. Oh, they want something, Libra, but it's not love. No, you see, whew, they are fake. They're coming in. There's that snake again. Okay, snake twice. The snake twice is saying definitely, back off, warning. Don't go in where angels tread. Don't roll the dice. Don't gamble your money away on a false relationship, on a false business deal, on a false contract, on a false connection. False. Fake. Somebody here is so fake. So fake, Libra. And you are going to know. You are going to be able to rip this mask off their face, and you will be able to stop them in their track. Oh yes, you see, they want that money. Libra. They see it. Look at it right on the table, Libra. Right there, they see it. They want that money. They say, woof, Libra, in the past you had a little bit of money, Libra. You only had coins. In the past, Libra, but now, you is a Elon Musk. You is a Bill Gates. And they're after it, Libra. So mid-month, the message for Libra over and over is keep an eye on your finances. Keep an eye on your money. Whether you got a little, whether you got a lot. Somebody here is being fake and phony to your face. Friend, family, foe, lover, husband, wife, whoever is here asking you for handouts or, love bombing or coming back around. As you start getting better, as you start feeling better, looking better, your money starts getting better, you start changing and transforming, your confidence is going higher, building up and up and up. They come. Your wisdom here is going to help you defeat the snakes. There is a false friend to beware of. Can we get that in there? A false friend. Beware, Libra, this mid-month. We hope you enjoyed your readings and that you received messages that are helpful to you for mid-month of September, Libra. We want to wish you a happy solar return, a very happy birthday to my scales of justice. We love you, Libra. We're here to give you the truth and nothing but the truth. With the gem star and spirit, may you have a blessed month of September. And happy birthday. Ciao. Scorpios, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Scorpios, welcome to the live Kettle Messages Tarot mid-month brew with your oracle reader, the Gem Star, here to bring you the mid-month messages. We appreciate your support of the channel, hitting that like button, subscribing, being part of our sacred space, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. Our information is in the description box below. Let's see what's going on for Scorpios this mid-month. All right, Scorpios, let's see what's going on for the Scorpios this mid-month. As they peek out, we will take it for the Scorpios. Let's do it, Scorpio. All right, somebody is in over their head. They need to find their inner voice so that they can stand up for themselves. Okay, Scorpio, you may have gotten yourself in over your head in a relationship, in a certain situation in your life, and now there's a need to find a way to get yourselves out of it. Okay, with that Eight of Wands, you are getting information, messages, communication this mid-September that is going to allow you to move forward. This is a time where you need to find your confidence and speak up and find your voice. Find your voice. Okay, so here we can be dealing with a nasty, ugly situation where this is a war of the minds, mind games, hitting below the belt, taking low blows at each other. There's some miscommunication that has occurred or is occurring this mid-month, Scorpio. There are attacks here, verbal attacks, mind games, gaslighting occurring, people playing with each other's minds, okay? And someone here needs to stand up, find their confidence, find their voice, defend themselves, speak up for themselves, or find a way to get themselves out of a sticky situation. So if you see people in a heavy debate, there's an argument, there's a fight going on, stay out of it. If you see situations where people are talking nasty about each other, gossiping about each other, attacking each other, taking low blows at each other, there's a need to get yourselves out. You may have gotten yourselves involved in someone else's fight, someone else's argument, someone else's drama. This can be a drama that you may have gotten into, or you may have started yourselves, Scorpios, and now it is out of control. It is out of control. Something could have started as a simple disagreement, but now it has boiled over and it is a whole nother animal, a whole nother beast. And there is a need to get out of it or speak up on it, clear up the misunderstanding, or to defend yourselves, to set something straight, Scorpios. Or you may have to just begin all over again. Woof, look at what flew out. Imprisonment, feeling trapped, feeling bound to a situation. This is Spirit saying, free yourselves, Scorpio. There's a need to free yourselves from something that either you have gotten yourselves involved in, or someone has gotten you involved in, or about to get you involved in, that can lead to imprisonment. And there's a need to get out of it, to avoid it, to stay as far away from people, places, and things that can put you in this type of situation. Whether it is a physical imprisonment in a jail cell, or whether it's an imprisonment in a friendship, in a relationship, in a situation that you do not belong in, there's a need to get out of it at this time, Scorpios. For some Scorpios, it says aim for a new beginning altogether. Relocate, move, look for a new job, a new home, a new environment, a new group of friends, a new group of people to be around at this time. Because the people you've been around, or you've been entertaining, or that you're dealing with at this time, the situation is getting real nasty, and there's a need to drop the swords, because people can't see eye to eye. People are lying, people are gaslighting, people are being harsh, people are being vindictive, people are attacking each other in this mid-month reading. And there is a message that you need to get out, you need to move, you need to get out of it. You see here how these bars look like a jail. And you see here where someone has handcuffs. A friend, family, a foe, someone here can wind up in prison, including yourselves. If you're dealing with shady business or shady people this mid-month, you are being asked, oh, help. Okay, so someone can be locked up mid-month and asking for your help, Scorpio. You can get yourselves into a real big problem and need help this mid-month, or someone else needs help. There is a need to seek out help or get yourselves out of a sticky, ugly situation here. There are con artists, swindlers, people being stubborn, people verbally attacking each other with harsh words, taking low blows at one another, people being stubborn, people sticking to their argument, sticking to their side, sticking to their story at this time. Be careful around authority during the mid-month. Be careful with your supervisors, your managers, your bosses at this time. Be careful with law enforcement, judges, lawyers, legal contract, documents, paperwork at this time. Make sure everything is legit. Make sure you read everything. Make sure you have an attorney. Make sure you're speaking up for yourselves. If there is injustice going on, make sure to have everything in order. The receipts, the evidence, the proof, the argument to clear your name, Scorpios, or someone is going to need that type of assistance during this mid-month and they are calling on you. Should you get involved? No. Will you get involved? Maybe. If you do, could you be causing a problem for yourself? Yes, indeed. At least this reading says so. There is someone here that's getting a visit from karma also, with this justice injustice playing out in mid-month reading, Scorpios. So it's important here that you are not the villain, okay? That you are not the bully, that you are not the attacker, that you are not the one causing these problems, these issues, or that you have done something to set something in motion that has caused a lot of problems for someone else or for yourself. Because this is karma. This is karma here, or someone else is receiving their karma mid-month and calling you here. Help me, Scorpios. Help me. Help me, or I will wind up in jail. But someone is receiving consequences this mid-month for something that they've done. And instead of fessing up, owning up to it, and telling the truth, they continue to lie. They continue to do evil. They continue to do bad deeds. They continue to be shady. They continue to be swindlers. They continue to gaslight, hurt, offend, abuse others. And they're going to get their just rewards this mid-month. So if you're the one that's being attacked, there's justice here for you playing out. But if you're the attacker, if you're the one that's being unfair or unjust, know that this reading says that the person that has done the unjust thing will receive their due from Lady Karma this week. And karma is just simply receiving what you have put out there into the universe. If you put out hate, if you put out negativity, if you put out destruction, this will eventually find its way back to you. You may be dealing with someone who has gotten themselves in a massive heap of trouble, and they are going to need you mid-month to get them out of it, Scorpios. Oh, the house is burning down. The business is burning down. Their plans is burning down. It is burning down. Help, help, help. Be careful with automobiles, your vehicles. Have them inspected and checked. Have all the electrical appliances in the house checked at this time. Be careful with any spell work or any candles that you got working in the home at this time or in your environment at this time, because there may be a fire happening, Scorpios, okay? Know that there may be people also around you playing pranks and, being arsons mid-month and starting fires around your area. Or there's some faulty appliance that needs to be thrown away. that needs to be replaced at this time. But there is definitely some misfortune happening this mid-month, Scorpios. Okay? Someone has gotten themselves into a situation they are in over their heads, whether financially, whether it's financial, or whether it is a misunderstanding, a confrontation, and an argument with a friend or people in law enforcement, or a legal situation, or they've been duped or conned into a legal scam, okay, a pyramid scam, or some type of con game. Here, it has caused a big problem. A spell may have backfired. A plan may have backfired. Intervening in someone else's problem may have backfired or is backfiring mid-month and is causing a whole lot of havoc for someone. Okay, pay attention to what's going on with the home. You may have gotten in over your head in debt, purchasing a home, or there may be an unexpected fire or accident, a natural disaster that happens to your home that you will need help in financing repairs or financing a move or getting insurance to pay for the damages. Also, there may be accidents in the home. Be careful with accidents in the home. Also, be careful, again, the message of who works on things, especially electrical contractors in the home. You may need to do rewiring in your home if your home is very old. Okay, that may be something that you need to have inspected, Scorpios, and have things checked out. Also, you may be dealing with refinancing your home, selling your home, or buying a home at this time. Make sure that you have these homes inspected if you're buying or selling at this time, because you don't want to buy a lemon, okay? Also, some Scorpios may be going through divorces at this time, and you may have to get a lawyer. You may have to, spend time in divorce court this mid-month, or you're deciding and talking about how to divide and separate the belongings, especially the house. Who keeps the house? Who takes what in the divorce? This is something that can be occurring for some Scorpios mid-month. You also may be a divorcee, or you may be a widow, a widower. You may be single, divorced, and dealing with a heavy financial burden at this time, and you need help from friends, family, loan officers. You may need to take out a loan. You may need someone to help you out financially or physically at this time. You may need someone to take you in at this time, or to help you with a situation, or this is occurring to someone else and they're in desperate need of help. But whoever needs help at this time, Scorpio, they need it because they are in over their heads. They've gotten into a financial problem, a legal problem. Someone may be single or divorced, widowed, or a widower, and may be in desperate need of help. Someone also may have an accident or may be imprisoned at this time and need assistance. There's a lot of situations occurring, and it may be all at once with this misfortune, right? with misfortune and being in over your heads and needing to find your voice and stand up for yourselves and defend yourselves and start a new beginning. Okay, you may have to start from scratch when it comes to home, work, your living space. Let's get a final message. There it is. A final message for Scorpios. Beware of jealousy this mid-month. Beware of jealous people, jealous women, jealous men at this time, Scorpio, because they can cause a whole bunch of problems for you. Okay? We see a whole bunch of misfortune this mid-month, Scorpios, and here on Kettle Messages Tarot, we give you the truth and nothing but the truth of what's coming through, what we're seeing. The message is that you need confidence. You need to defend yourself, stand up for yourself, find your voice, speak up for yourselves. Because someone, you know, who is jealous, you can have a jealous friend, a jealous person around you that has their eye on you, causing you all kind of problems, getting you involved in gossip, getting you involved in corrupt situations here, asking for help with something that you should not involve yourselves in at this time. You may be going through some troubled waters, but you are going to receive help from unseen forces. What you need to avoid is getting yourselves involved in other people's problems and other people's situations at this time, or deal with certain problems and situations that are popping up in your life at this time. Because if you don't deal with them as they come up, they can get worse. So there's a need to swallow pride, to ask for help if you need it. Listen to someone who's crying for help at this time and see where you can and where you cannot help or assist. Be careful that a lot of problems and situations are popping up due to jealous people that you may be interacting with at this time. That has been your mid-month reading, Scorpios. Until we sit that mid-month brew once again, be well, be blessed. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for joining us for the lives. That has been your brew. Ciao. Saggies, welcome my globetrotters of the Zodiac. You are here live with the Gem Star for your mid-month brew on Kettle Messages Tarot. Let's see what is going on for my Saggies this mid-month. Saggies, we appreciate your support, hitting that like button, joining our sacred space, subscribing, commenting, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with the Gem Star. All our information is in the description box below. Let's see what's going on for Saggies mid-month. Woo, Saggies. Okay, we'll accept what is going on for Sagittarius. You are regaining your strength after a time of feeling hopeless. Now you will start enjoying the company of others once again. So there was a time where things were out of your hands, out of your control. You were feeling hopeless, helpless, succumbing to weaknesses or succumbing to the situation and the circumstances. But we see here, slowly but surely, you're regaining your strength and you're rebuilding trust with others at this time, finding the humor in the situation. So you may have had a misunderstanding, a falling out with family members, friends, co-workers. There are people and connections that you may have had a falling out with or misunderstanding, or you were in situations with others where you felt hopeless or helpless, or you were vulnerable. You find yourself weak and vulnerable in certain relationships and certain connections, whether that meant that you could not help or that you cannot clear up certain situations or misunderstandings because there was no communication. People were at a distance or have gone no contact or have gone silent. But we see people coming together now, speaking, clearing up misunderstandings, working on their situations, their relationships, and their connections at this time with you, Sagittarius, with gives you, you know, that silver lining on your cloud and helps you rebuild and regain trust in certain connections as you are rebuilding your strength once again. I'm loving this energy for you, Saggies. Loving the energy for my Saggies this mid-month. Oof. Saggies, you may have been dealing with someone who likes to gamble, okay? Or if you were having a good time gambling, then now we see that you're cutting that out. You're cutting back on the gambling. You're cutting back on the spending. You're cutting back on the risk taking, because we know, Saggies, you are the risk takers, the globetrotters of the zodiac. Okay, you can get yourselves into situations and circumstances impulsively. You could take action and then think later. But now you are gathering yourself once again, putting yourselves together, cutting back on spending, cutting back on gambling, cutting back on taking chances and risk and playing it safe and being cautious now. Whether that's in your friendships, your relationships, and situations and circumstances in your life, we see that you are being cautious now and thinking twice before you make a decision or before you make a move, Saggies. Okay, so there are surprises that came out of the blue. You may have been feeling down. There's that message being confirmed that some of you have been feeling hopeless, weak, vulnerable in a situation or in a relationship, and that you may have been feeling down in the recent past. But there is a surprise happening, Sagittarius, mid-month, that reminds you that you are special, that a friendship, a relationship, a connection you have with someone is very special. So unexpectedly, a relationship, a friendship, a connection fell apart. Something happened out of the blue. There was a misunderstanding, a fight. Something occurred in a relationship, a friendship, or situation between you and another, Saggies. But someone here wants to save the relationship, wants to save this connection with you. Whether you the one that wants to save it, they the ones that want to save it. Someone here wants to save it and is actually making and showing promise here and extending an olive branch towards you, Sagittarius, in making peace and rebuilding once again. Okay? You could have had a falling out with your bestie. You could have had a falling out with your cousin, with your mama, your papa, but your brother, your sister. But we see you making amends. People are clearing things up, extending olive branches, even bringing gifts to the powwow. Like Sagittarius, I come in peace. Or Sagittarius, you're gaining your strength and you're extending the olive branch and saying, hey, let's make peace. Let's talk about things. Let's clear things up. This is a friendship, a relationship, a connection worth saving. And so I want to work on it, or they want to work on it. Yes. Charge, a breakthrough, a breakthrough. The breakthrough is that we're talking again, right, Saggies? We're talking, we're meeting up, we're having gatherings. We are opening up the channels of communication with each other, willing to work on relationships, friendships, and connections at this time. Slowly coming out of a period of uncertainty, out of a period of weakness, of helpless, of hopelessness, of sadness. We see the light at the end of the tunnel for Saggies, as there's kissing and making up, extending of olive branches, and clearing the air and healing. There's a healing going on here. There's a purging going on, a healing going on, a parlay, a powwow, a breakthrough happening, Saggies, between you and others this mid-month. There has been a lot of miscommunication, a lot of misunderstandings, arguments, debates, confrontations, but things are beginning to clear up. All right, things are becoming to settle down. People are calming down here. I feel the energy of everybody calming down, taking a breath. Everybody here took a time out, went to their corners, and are now slowly, like the donkey, coming back into the picture, coming back, extending olive branches, a drink. Let's have a drink together, Sagittarius. Let's go hunting together, Sagittarius. Let's spend time in nature together, Sagittarius. Let's meet up in the park. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. As you know, this is your energy. Charge. We said it, right? Saggies, you know, you go in, you charge, you take charge. So if you see an issue happening between you and someone else, you are willing to confront it, to clear things up, to extend the olive branches, to meet with someone, have a coffee, have a tea, okay, have some champagne, but you are willing to communicate and to heal a situation. Oof. Yes. And money, 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 money wraps up the month of September for Sagittarius. We see some unexpected money coming your way, a bonus, some money that's owed to you that's coming your way, Saggies. There can be some quick gains as September wraps up. All right, we see that there are some returns for some risks that you have taken, and also a warning, because your reading said don't rush in. Think twice before you jump and you take action, you invest, you move forward. There's a need to think things through mid-month, Sagittarius, before you make that call, before you sign on the dotted line, before you invest. There's a need to do research, to take a step back, to think things through, to think of the benefits and the consequences of anything you're deciding on at this time, or you're taking chances or taking gambles on mid-month, because some gambles will pay off. I can see that there are small financial gambles that pay off, but not big ones for Saggies this mid-month of September. Also, there are gambles that will pay off in friendships, in your connections with others. So your relationships and your connections with others, when you take gambles there to make amends, reach out, extend the olive branch. We see that working out beautifully for Sagittarius mid-month. But when it comes to money, small gambles pay off, but big gambles, okay, may not pay out and may leave you out of pocket. So be careful with big money gambles this mid-month. Oh, I'm loving this. You're regaining your strength, coming out of hopelessness, fear, doubt, weakness, sadness. You're enjoying the company of others as you wrap up the month of September. Yes, we see visitors. We see if you are waiting for messages, if you are waiting on money, if you are waiting for the mailman, if you are waiting for romance, if you are waiting for that friend, your desires are being fulfilled this mid-month as you are working on your relationships, your friendships, your connections with others, the company that you keep, enjoying that company when you're with them, not getting into fights and arguments and confrontation, taking it light, easy, enjoying the time. And we see money, money, money. Again, Saggies, money, money. You are wrapping up September with money coming in. You're waiting on that money. And as we said, there is money coming through. It may not be all the money you want, Saggies. It may not be what you were hoping for, but you will get some money, definitely. Definitely. Maybe not big sums, but you are definitely coming into some money. And we see that, some Sagittarius have had lovers quarrels and you're making up with your hubby or your wife mid-month. Some of you have had those quarrels with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your bestie, okay? And these are connections that you are being asked to work on mid-month so that you can save them, because there's definitely relationships here that can be saved if you want to really save them. Let's get a final message to wrap up the mid-month for Sagittarius. There it is. It flew out. Very good luck is in store for you, Sagittarius. Very good luck. Very good luck is in store for Sagittarius as you wrap up the month of September. And we feel it. We said it. We see it. You have good luck in saving relationships, friendships, those connections that matter to you, those relationships that matter to you. And we see good luck in money. Very good luck in money. So as we said, Saggies, for some of you, those risks are going to pay off. You may have been underestimated, but you are about to shut up the doubters and the haters this mid-month. We thank you so much for joining us during the lives, for supporting the channel by hitting that like button, helping our algorithm and our channel and our messages to get out there to others. Thank you, Saggies, and may you have a blessed month of September. Ciao. Cappies, my little goats. Welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot, my little goats. This is your live mid-month brew with your reader, the Gem Star. Welcome, Capricorns, to your mid-month readings. Thank you for supporting the channel, subscribing, hitting that like button, commenting, joining our sacred space, joining the live in the tea rooms. Ooh, we will take them. They flipped out, and we will accept them for the little goats. Okay, being tempted. Why you so obsessed with me? So you may be tempted to give in to someone mid-month. Cappies, my little goats, because they have been so obsessed with you, and they are not giving up. They step back when they see that you put a wall up or that you're not showing any interest, and then they make their move once again and they attempt to get your attention once again. This makes you nervous, full of anxiety. Thoughts are running through your head like, what does this person want? Why this person keeps coming for me? Why this person keeps asking out? Why this person keeps DMing me, sending me messages, calling? Because they're obsessed with you. They want you. They want you. They see you successful, peaceful, harmonious. They see that you have a good grip on your life. They see that you are very balanced and stable, and that's the type of friend or person that they want in their life. Also, we see that you are regaining balance in your finances. You are regaining balance in your life. You may have become obsessed with something or someone. It has sucked up your time, your energy, your focus. And now you're coming back into focus. You're coming back into balance. You're paying attention to that which really matters. So for some time, you have been distracted. You have been tempted to get off your path, to stray, to focus on other things rather than what's really important on your budget, on your finances, on your stability, on your security, on your peace of mind, on your harmony, on your success. And so you're bringing your focus back to center and back on those things that need your immediate attention. You guys may be tempting at this time, taking up part-time jobs, taking up an extra job, turning a hobby into a business, trying your hand at entrepreneurship. But we see that you need to bring in money. You may have had a lot of debt, a lot of bills to pay recently, a lot of money going out, Capricorns, and now you have to tighten the purse strings and find ways to replenish the bank. So you're looking for ways this mid-month to make money, little goats, and to bring balance back into your life, to bring peace and harmony. When the finances are low and the bills are high, you can set yourselves off, get in your heads, fill yourself with stress and anxiety. And so you're needing to come up with some strategy, some planning, and some budgeting this mid-month to release some stress, Capricorns, okay? There's a lot of stress building up in the little goats this month, but it is in finances. We see that in love and romance for Capricorns, there are commitments being made. This can be stressing you out as well. And, because you may be stressed out financially, you may be stressed out with school, with work, with bills, with getting yourselves together, okay? Regaining balance and grounding yourselves, that you may need some time away from a partner this mid-month just to get back to things, to get back to the chores, to finish up your studies, to work on some side business, to take on an extra job, to make some more money. So some of you may be telling your partners mid-month, like, hey, we need a break right now, because Capricorn gotta get on their grind, gotta get on their money. Capricorn does not like to be without their money. They like their security. They like their stability, they like their balance, they like their peace of mind. And that's what they're working on mid-month. That's what I see you working on, little goats, mid-month. If the story is flipped over, reversed, then if your partners are asking for some space, some time, some distance, know that it is because there's some priorities that they have set on the back burner to spend time with you and in this relationship. But now they have to get back to business. They have to get back to their studies. They have to get back to their chores, their work, their situations, okay? Like real life time stuff has to be attended to, worked on, paid attention to at this time. And though we love each other, okay? Because Capricorns, the love is there. The love is definitely there. Partners are not going anywhere. We just may need some time apart or to spend less time together than we would really like, right, little goats? Because we gotta get certain things done. You know, it's like for Capricorns, it's like, you know, once I have my bills paid, once I have the chores done, once I have everything taken care of, and my life is back in balance, and the stress and the anxiety is off of me, my mind, my energy, I can have all the free time to spend time with you. But right now, I gotta get to work. And you can also hear this from someone. So it's not that they don't love you. It's not that they don't want to be with you. They're very committed. You're committed. They're committed. It's just that you got to get things done, okay? You can't spend all the time getting breakfast in bed or spending all the time hanging out together or, you know, just sleeping the day away while the dishes are piling up, while the laundry is piling up, while you got to get back to work because vacation is over. Okay, for some of you, vacation is wrapping up or the weekend is wrapping up and we got to get back to work. We got to get back to work, Capricorn says. But it's not that there's no love here. Yeah, you see? We said it, little goat. That's confirmation. Like, the money is going out. Like, okay, we took you on this vacation. We splurged on you. But now we got to make this money back. You know, we got to get back to work. We got to work on our bag. We got to get that money right back into our wallet. We've done a lot of spending on our relationships, or we've done a lot of spending on ourselves, Capricorns, and we need to make that money back during the mid-month. I see that for the little goats. It's like money on my mind, money on my grind, money, 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 security, 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 stability, stability, stability. Yes, I'm obsessed and with my partner. I love them, but I've been spending too much time with my partner, too much time in bed, too much time in the romance. And now we got to bring some balance. That Temperance says we got to bring life back into balance. The way money comes out, it has to go in, right? The way we spend time with our loved ones, we got to have time for ourselves. And that's all the reading is saying. Like, yes, you've had all this time, party, 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 lovey, lovey, dovey, but time to get back to work. Woof, that message is clear. It's just like, no, gem star and spirit, you better keep your eye on exactly what Capricorn is focused on, and that's their money. Yes, they're in love. Yes, they love their husband, their wife, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their lover. Yes, they love them, their family, their dog, their cat, their hamster. But it's time to get to business. Do the dishes, do the laundry, do some sweeping, do some mopping, do some vacuuming. Take care of the car, take care of the house, take care of the children, take care of yourselves. Whoo, busy, 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 little goats. Busy, busy, busy. Yes. It is the end to relaxation. It is the end to laziness, lethargy, or just a vacation, or just having fun, or just taking things light. Now things are getting serious. Okay? The end to partying, the end to spending, the end to being out of balance, out of whack, the end to poverty, the end to the money going out, the end to not compromising and working together. If you have been doing all the work, I hear another message coming through for Capricorns. If you have some lazy partners that all they want to do is get that breakfast in bed, they want to get the gifts, the flowers, they want to get the presents, they want you to pamper them, they want you to take care of them, pay them bills, or buy them clothes, buy them jewelry, splurge on them, spend on them, or pay their half of the bills, then you're cutting that off, okay? Some of you are cutting off splurging on other people, especially lazy people that are not contributing, okay? Anybody that's not contributing, you see, Capricorns, anybody who's not contributing to the little goats will get cut off. Anybody taking advantage of Capricorns financially are being cut off. Cut off mid-month, because Capricorns is like, no, I need my money. I need my money. I could love you from infinity to the end of time, from now to infinity, but when it comes to my money, I'm serious about that money. You better start chipping in. There you go. Don't be sitting down all lazy. Don't be thinking about this. Capricorns, you're like, I've been thinking about how lazy you've been. Thinking about how you haven't been contributing. Thinking about all the changes that need to happen so that we can bring in some money to regain stability, security, to get back on that path of success, okay? To bring balance back into the budget. Yeah, you're here thinking about ways to cut your financial losses. The moochers, the users, the losers are getting cut out. Pay up or get out. Pay up or get out. You got to pay to get on this ride, Capricorn says. You got to pay to play, Capricorn says. You got to play to pay this mid-month. That's right. I'm not going to fight with you. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to have to hoof you off the mountain. You know how we do it on Kettle Messages Tarot. Capricorns love taking you up that mountain, and as they tell you to look over the mountain with them, they hoof you right off. They just kick you, right? They just kick you right out of their life. Like, oh no, you don't come to financially take advantage of the Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn is paying attention where the money's going out, how the money's coming in, how the money is being spent. And if they need to cut you out, cut you off, or get some distance, that's exactly what's happening this mid-month, because Capricorn is focused on their bag, all right? Their financial security is of the utmost importance. Love it, little goats. Let's get our final messages for my little goats this month. A final message for my Capricorns, for my little goats. Ooh, Capricorns, your advice is appreciated. Your advice is appreciated. There you are, the thinker. Oh yeah, you come up with plans. You come up with strategies. You come up with ways to replenish the budget. You come up with ways to find solutions to the problems. You don't just sit there, Capricorns. You see, they may think that you're just sitting there, but you are thinking of a plan. You are thinking of a budget. You are thinking of a strategy. You are helping others with your experience, with your wisdom, with your knowledge, with your know-how. Your advice is appreciated. Getting advice from a financial advisor would be appreciated as well. Or you should seek it out at this time, because some of you may need it, or you yourselves may be in finances. You may be a stockbroker. You may be a financial advisor. You may be a boss. You may own your own business. You may be, turning a hobby into a business at this time. You may be having a startup at this time as well, because we see business. All right? So trust your own advice. Give advice freely, because it's going to be appreciated. Take wise counsel, especially wise financial advice at this time, as it would be very helpful for Capricorns. And as we said, though you may be committed to those you love in your life, if they are taking too much and not replenishing the bank of the goat, then they're going to be cut off, and you're going to be distancing yourself for a hot minute until they get their act together. That has been your mid-month brew. We hope you enjoyed it, little goats, because we do it for you with much love. Indeed, we do. Here we love our little goats. May you have a blessed month of September. Ciao. Time for Aquarius. Aqua, what is going on, Aquarius? Welcome to your live mid-month brew on Kettle Messages Tarot with your reader, the Gem Star. We welcome you, Aquarius, and we shuffle the cards for your mid-month brew. We thank you for supporting the channel. We appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribing to our sacred space, leaving comments and messages. Don't be shy. Join us drumming the lives in the tea room. You've been spending a little too much, or someone around you is spending a little too much, being very wasteful. Okay? Being very wasteful, being too focused on others. And you have a wicked witch in your mid-month brew. What is she doing in this cauldron? What is she doing in the cauldron? Let's find out, Aquarius, why you have the wicked witch, the wicked stepmother, the wicked friend, the wicked family member, the wicked co-worker who is here being wicked with Aquarius this mid-month, bro. So we see that Aquarius, you can have some issues with a friend during the mid-month of September, as this friend is very, very spendthrift, very, very wasteful. As we said, there could be somebody around you this mid-month wasting your money, wasting your resources on nonsense. Okay, there's a friend here that you always have to pay their way, or they're always asking for money, or they steal your ideas, or they drive wedges, or they sabotage. You have a frenemy in the camp. You have a two-faced friend here. They come to you. They love bomb you. They come to you longing for your friendship, always looking for you, Aquarius, always wanting to hang out with you. But that's because you're generous, because you're loving, because you're kind, because you're always willing, to pay the tab. You're always willing to buy them something or share with them. And they are taking your kindness for weakness. Okay, so for Aquarius mid-month, you have a friend here taking your kindness for weakness. Someone here abusing your generosity, your kindness. They come to you bearing friendship, and it is because you are generous, and they see how loving and kind and generous you are with your friends, and they want to be your friends. So either this person is already your friend, or they are trying to drive a wedge between you and other friends, or trying to make themselves your friend this mid-month. And it's all because they see how kind and generous you are, Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius, you're so good, Aquarius. Such a good friend. A generous, loving, kind human being. And they want to take advantage of that. They want to take advantage. Okay. They have secrets. They have secrets, Aquarius. And they're afraid to tell you because they know you won't be their friend anymore. Or if you are already in committed relationships, you're already dating, boyfriend or girlfriend, you're already seeing someone, your partner, your lover, may tell you that, hey, that's not a friend, okay? Someone is pointing out to you here that someone is not a friend and is just using you, abusing you, taking your kindness for weakness, abusing your generosity. You may have someone here being unfaithful to you, a lover or a friend who is very abusive, who does nothing for the relationship or the friendship, who is just abusing and taking and taking and taking. So whether you're dealing with a friend or dealing with a greedy lover, okay, that only takes from you, this is a mid-month to straighten this out, Aquarius, and cut somebody off. Because somebody here is keeping secrets. Someone is betraying someone else's trust. And that is doing damage. There are secrets here in a friendship or in a relationship, in a connection. And it is doing damage. Because one of the secrets is that you're being cheated on. Another secret may be that somebody is only with you for what you have. Another is that someone is trying to be your friend simply because you pay the tab, you generous, you give the best gifts ever, Aquarius. Be careful with that energy. Someone taking advantage, someone cheating, someone lying, someone keeping secrets. Woo, there's your wise owl. We said it. Follow that intuition. Look into it, Aquarius. There are secrets and you need to find the receipts. You need to sniff out the wrongdoer here. Is it friend? Is it lover? Is it foe? Is it family? Who is it? Who is it that has a lot to gain from you and is not giving? Is not nurturing the relationship with you or the friendship, the connection with you. Is only taking, being unfaithful, betraying you, stabbing you, using you. Who is it? because this is a time where you have to gain clarity, and clarity will arrive as you focus on others' actions, others' deeds, what they're saying, especially Aquarius, to what they're not saying and what they're not doing, which is not telling the truth and not carrying their weight in the friendship or the connection they have with you. They're being very abusive, taking advantage, expecting everything from you, manipulating you, gaslighting you, being unfaithful. Ooh, there it is. Look at them. Aquarius, one more dollar, one more night, Aquarius. One more, Aquarius, give me one more. They are dying without you, Aquarius. This is what they'll say. Aquarius, when you get wise, right? That it always happens, Aquarius. When you get wise on something or someone, there they go. I'm going to cut my wrist. I'm going to kill myself. My life is over. Nothing will ever be the same for me without you, Aquarius. Here they go threatening. Here they go trying to emotionally blackmail you and manipulate you into giving one more drop of your blood, to giving one more drop of your resource, to giving one more drop of yourself, to continue to waste on them. Waste your time loving them. Waste your time paying bills for them. Waste your time showing up for them. While they keep taking, while they keep abusing. It's time to wake up, Aquarius, to what needs to end. The betrayal needs to end, Aquarius. The lies need to end. The taking advantage needs to end. The wickedness needs to end. For some of you, there are wicked witches working spells on you to end relationships, to end your good fortune, to have you coming back, begging them for forgiveness. Shield yourself, cleanse yourself, protect yourselves at this time. Get private readings, get energy readings, do your own. Look into this. Look into it. Look into if somebody's working spells, hexes, and curses on you. Look into it if someone is abusing you, taking advantage, coming up with sob stories, coming up with lies, gaslighting you. Look into it. If you look, you will find. If you look, ooh, there it is. If you look, you will find. You will find the cheating. You will find and discover the infidelity mid-month if it's happening. Okay? There it is. Waiting for your lover. Waiting for your friend. What are they doing? What are they doing while you're home waiting, or while you're in the restaurant waiting? While you're waiting, Aquarius, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're sneaking around. Being unfaithful. Sneaking around and being unfaithful for some of them. Get wise on it. Get wise on it. Get wise. Okay? Don't let them back in. They're so thirsty after you catch them. Oh, please, Aquarius, forgive me. Take me back, Aquarius, after I lie, after I cheat, after I betray you with the other man, with the other woman. Take me back, Aquarius, or I will kill myself, Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius, come on. Leave them, Aquarius. They are no good. They talking about killing themselves. They need therapy. They need counseling. They need a psychiatry. They need psychotherapy, but they don't need you. Okay? They need to get right with the law. They need to get right with the priest. They need to get right with God. They need to get right with themselves, Aquarius. And if you have to take somebody to court, if you have to call the police, if you have to take justice here, literally, and get an attorney, get an officer, get the law involved to protect and defend yourselves, you do exactly that. Okay? If you need a divorce lawyer, get exactly that. Get wise on those users, those abusers, those friends that are moochers, those frenemies, those haters, those liars. It's time to bring your focus into what others are trying to do to you. Mid-month sabotage. Aquarius, you see it. Get wise. You see it, Aquarius. Don't let them take advantage. They will try to emotionally manipulate you. Please don't leave me. I promise to change. I won't do it again. Aquarius, how many times you heard the I won't do it again? How many times have you heard I will not do it again? The one who cares for you is anxious for your letter. The one who cares for you is anxious to hear from you. Oh, Aquarius, you have already caught them in their betrayal and their lies. And of course, they care now because you have gotten wise on them, or you are getting wise on them and cutting them out. And maybe they have already received the divorce papers from you, or maybe they have received that cease and desist. Get away from me. And they are like, please, Aquarius, please talk to me. Aquarius is like, talk to my lawyer. Talk to the police officer. Talk to the judge. Pay your child support. Pay what you owe me. That Rihanna song, pay what you owe me. Biatch better have your money, Aquarius. They better have your money. That has been your mid-month brew, Aquarius. And we thank you for dropping by and sipping some mid-month brew tea with us. Thank you for supporting our channel. Until we sip tea together again. Ciao, Aqua. Pisces, my little fishies, welcome, Pisces, to your mid-month brew on Kettle Messages Tarot with your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the mid-month tea with you. Pisces, my little fishes, thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with the Gemstar. Our information is in the description box below. Let's see what is going on for Pisces mid-month. Pisces, little fishes, what is going on for Pisces? Pisces, frozen in fear because of some hardship. Okay, so you're going through some difficulty, you're going through some hardship, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, you're freaking out right now, frozen in fear. What do I do? What do I do? Discipline yourselves. Patience, breathe, relax. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope yet. Okay? Some of you have lost the hope. Don't lose it. Here's the star. You can bring it into alignment. But right now, you're frozen in fear because you're going through some difficulties and you may not see a solution. You may not see the way out at the moment, but if you stay cool, calm, and collected, if you can calm down, if you can bring yourself to center, you will be able to think of a plan, okay? The whole message here right now is not to freak out, because I'm feeling the freaking out energy for Pisces, pacing back and forth. What do I do? What do I do? How do I solve this problem? How do I get this money? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I find a solution to my problem? Relax. Relax, Pisces. Okay, some of you may have gotten yourselves into some drama with your partners, with your lovers, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wives. How am I going to get myself out of this problem? How am I going to get myself out of the trash? How am I going to get myself out of throwing my heart away? Okay, all right. Some of you can have had an ugly fight or disagreement with your partners, with those that you share your romantic life with, or your friend circle with, okay? And how are you going to fix this problem? How are you going to clear up this misunderstanding? How are you going to get back in the good graces of your love? Because you are headed for a reunion with someone you had a falling out with, someone that you thought it was done and over with. You already threw your heart in the trash, or you thought they threw your heart in the trash, or you thought they threw their heart in the trash, Pisces. But don't lose hope, right? Spirit said don't lose hope, because the reason why Spirit said that is that there is a reunion happening. Okay, you might bump into each other in public, you may bump into each other at work, or you just may receive a message out of the blue. You also may decide to get out of this energy of being frozen in fear and just reach out to them. But I see if you had a falling out or argument, you think a relationship, a friendship is over, your heart has been stepped on, thrown in the trash, they're coming back. They're coming back. Okay, so somebody really thinks that this relationship or this friendship or this situation is over, done and over with, but it is not, Pisces. It is not. This breakup or this misunderstanding or this contact zero is for you guys to go into your own corners, really look at yourselves, look at the situation, look at the roles that you each played in this misunderstanding, this fight, this argument, this separation, so that you can talk about it when you reunite, when you come back together, when the communication opens up once again. So this separation at this time is really trying to reinforce the connection and the relationship by having you look, actually really look at the relationship and the connection and yourselves. Because some of you might not have even felt like you had even feelings for this person, that you even like this person, or you even love this person, and the breakup, the separation, the zero contact and communication has opened your eyes to a new reality, that you really do love someone, that you really do care about them, that you really do want them in your life, that, oh my God, what have I done? I really love that person. I need to speak to that person. I need to make it right. I need to clear it up. I need to do something. And the story can be vice versa, This separation from you, Pisces, could have made someone look at themselves and look at the relationship and look at the role they played, and now they're like, oh my God, I lost Pisces. What did I do? I threw my heart in the trash. I threw their heart. I stomped it. Oh my God, what have I done to Pisces? And they're reaching out during this mid-month of September. So someone counted this as a loss, like threw away the texts, the emails, the DMs, just was deleting all the messages, blocking the messages, don't want the love, just threw it away, thought that the connection was done and over with. There was no love here. There was no chemistry. But lo and behold, after the breakup, oh my God, how I really, really love this person. I can't stop thinking about them. What have I done? That's the energy we're receiving for mid-month for Pisces. Okay, someone is full of regret after they have broken up and separated with someone, and now they realize, oh my goodness, I really love this person. I really like this person. This is my bestie. This is my soulmate, my twin flame, the love of my life, the apple of my eye, my other half, the one for me. What have I done? Oh, what have they done? They ran away with your heart, Pisces, or you ran away with their heart. They think that you stole their heart from them. Whew. Oh. Oh, Pisces. For some of you, a message coming through for some Pisces. A message that just came through out of nowhere. With the 5 of coins, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you have no support. No one is there for you. For some of you, you may have allowed someone into your home, into your life, that has stolen money from you, that have stolen financially from you. So this is a separate message from the first message, where it's about love and relationships and having a breakup, an argument, a misunderstanding over something, and finding out there is love there and regretting the breakup and wanting to communicate. Now, there's another story coming out here for some Pisces, that there could have been a breakup with a partner or a friend due to an accusation of theft. Whether the accusation was true, whether they did steal from you, or it was just an accusation because they were the most likely suspect and they got blamed for it. This could be something that the truth comes out to the light mid-month, whether they did steal it or not. And for some Pisces, if you felt someone stole money from you, you may be finding out that the person you thought stole from you wasn't the person who stole, or nothing was stolen and you found it later on and now need to apologize. If someone accused you of stealing, they have found the item, or they have found out or are finding out someone else has stolen from them, Pisces, and are needing to come clean and apologize to you. That's another message coming through here. So for some message is somebody thought, for some Pisces, the first message is somebody thought that they didn't like you, that there wasn't chemistry, that there wasn't no future, that there wasn't a real connection. They broke up to find out that they're deeply in love and there is a real connection, and they want to come together and have a reunion and save the relationship. For others of you, the story is somebody here has gotten accused of being a thief. And mid-month, the truth comes out and somebody will need to apologize for falsely accusing someone or to take someone to court for finding the evidence of the item or the money actually being stolen. Wow, Pisces. No, Pisces, no. Let's get a final message for Pisces here. Ooh, happiness from an unexpected source. Oh my goodness, confirmation, happiness from an unexpected source. For some of you, that's confirmation that someone that you thought it was done and over with is about to do a 180 and come back on their hands and knees. I am so sorry, Pisces. I am so sorry. And for some of you, this is going to be a relief that something gets cleared up, that something is healed, that someone is back in your life and something can be saved and healed. For others of you, a misunderstanding can be cleared up. The truth can come out and this makes you happy. But something unexpected is happening mid-month that brings you happiness, Pisces. And you deserve it after this, the hard time you've been having. Whether you falsely accused someone or broke up with someone or someone did it to you, things are clearing up. You're getting some answers mid-month and some very happy reunions and some very happy findings this mid-month for my little fishies. That has been your mid-month brew, Pisces. May you have a blessed month of September, and thank you for supporting the channel and dropping by and having some mid-month tea with us. Ciao, little fishes. Aries, my little rams, welcome to the live mid-month brew on Kettle Messages Tarot with your reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the mid-month tea with you guys. Let's see what is going on for Aries mid-month. Aries, thank you for supporting the channel, for subscribing and being part of our sacred space. We appreciate the support. We do these readings for you after all. Let's begin spilling the mid-month tea. For Aries, the little rams. Okay, Aries, it's important not to have unexpected expectations of someone, especially if you have to depend on someone's charity mid-month. So it's important to keep your expectations in check. If somebody is loaning you money or you're receiving charity or giving charity, then expectations need to be realistic. We can't ask for $1 million, okay, and expect $1 million because you're not going to get the $1 million, okay? You're definitely going to get a whole lot less. So you may receive help from someone, but not all the help that you expected, or not as much as you expect. There's a need for personal freedom. So I feel an energy of codependency, of having to lean on someone else or depend on someone else, or have someone nurture you, care for you, look out for you in a difficult time or a time of need. It's like you don't like this feeling, Aries, of having to depend on someone for their charity, their generosity, their support, because you are very independent. You believe in your personal freedom. You believe in supporting yourself and having enough to cover your expenses or to give yourself security, and needing to depend on others, like wait around for their half of the rent, their half of the bill, their half of their responsibilities being met. You don't like having, to wait around on others. And, for some of you, you're dealing with someone who is not fulfilling their end of a contract, a deal, a bargain, an agreement that you have made, or you are waiting on news of a loan or of some charity. And you are waiting on that this mid-month to hear and you may not hear what you may not receive what you want to hear. You definitely are not going to get what you want to hear this mid-month. Okay? Because there are unrealistic expectations that someone is going to come through, or someone is going to be able to fulfill their agreement with you, or to hold their end of a deal, a bargain, or give you the support that you need. And you don't like the feeling of having to lean on someone. Let's continue, Aries. Okay, so there's a need to not be hard on yourselves, to forgive yourselves. If you find yourselves in a pinch, if you need help, if you need assistance, if you really need it, Aries, there's no shame, okay? No shame. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel embarrassed. Ask for the help, but be realistic about your expectations on how much, you can ask for, and how much another is willing to provide or to give at this time, because it's not going to be all that you need, but they will be able to help you with something or some of what you need. Okay, all right. So somebody, Aries, let me, before I give this message, let me see what's going on. Because there's a message coming through here. That energy that we're saying you don't like, Aries, of having to depend on another. That's like if your husband or your wife or someone you live with is the sole provider. Maybe you are unemployed. Maybe you have had to take time off of work because of a medical issue. Or maybe searching for employment haven't bared the fruits that you have expected. And you may need to lean on your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your parents, your siblings, someone you live with at this time to help you to cover the bills, because you've fallen on hard times for one reason or another. I see why you don't like this energy in this situation, because someone may be using that over your head to manipulate you and to get you to do things that you don't really want to do, or that you should even be doing. Okay? This is like someone paying your rent or paying your bills or helping you out financially, and then using that over your head, like, you owe me, Aries, you owe me. And you don't like to feel this way, like you indebted to someone, or like you owe someone, or like someone is holding something over your head. You also may not like having to be the sole provider, having to pay for everything while someone lays around, or someone doesn't look for a job, or doesn't pitch in, or doesn't pay their half. You don't want to carry someone, and you don't want to be carried, because you don't want someone to hold it over your head. Oof, Aries, my goodness. You are very focused, very ambitious, very independent, Aries. And you're always thinking of ways to get ahead, to improve, to grow, to fulfill dreams, to be winning, okay? You like to win. You like to feel like a winner. You don't like to feel like a loser. And if you are falling on hard times, or if you are not meeting the expectations of a lover, a husband, a wife, a friend, a family member, they could make you feel less than, make you feel unworthy, make you feel like your achievements are nothing, make you feel like nothing. And after all you do and all you give and every time you showed up, and now they're saying you're nothing and everything you've done is worth nothing. This is a disgusting feeling, okay? They manipulate you. They tell you to trust them. Oh, let me help you, Aries. Oh, it's no problem, Aries. You know, Aries, I know you good for it, Aries. I'm willing to help you out, Aries. And then they talk behind your back, and then they throw it in your face, and then they use it against you, Aries. That's what I'm feeling here. Like someone mid-month is saying, hey, Aries, remember I looked out for you? Or Aries, look at what I've been doing for you. Aries, I'm holding it over your head. I've been charitable with you. So Aries, you got to give something back. What is it that they're asking of you that makes you question your self-respect, how you're being made to feel unworthy or less than or dirty or uncomfortable or icky? You don't want to feel like that. You don't want to feel like that. You want to feel like this, okay? You want to ride into the sunset with your boo and live happily ever after. Or this is what you expect. You expected a happily ever after. You expected chemistry and connection, to have longevity, to go all the way. But now you're starting to see a marriage, a friendship, a relationship, a living situation, a charitable situation as something else, as something dirty, as something used to manipulate you, to gain control over you. And you are being asked to look at this situation, to look at it for what it really is. Is someone your dream beau? Is someone your happily ever after? Or is someone manipulating you, making you feel less than, making you feel like your dreams and your goals are crap, making you feel like all your achievements are crap, making you feel less than so that you can stay with them, so that you don't break free from them, so that you think that they're the only thing that can save you. No, Aries, someone here, it's like that Stockholm syndrome, where someone takes you away from your family, from your friends, from everything you love, school, work, everything you love, locks you in four walls, tells you you don't have to work, you don't have to worry about a thing in your life, Aries, because they're going to do it all for you. They're going to do all the chores, they're going to raise the children, they're going to pay the bills, they're going to do everything for you. They're going to pamper you. They're going to make you feel like a king, a queen, a princess, a prince. They're going to make you, they're going to sweep you off your feet. There are your Prince Charming, your Princess Happily Ever After, and you are starting to see that there are toads. They are toads, they are snakes, they are rats. They are not your dream come true. They are not your happily ever after. They are abusers, manipulators, possessive, controlling, and you want your freedom. You need your personal freedom. You need your me time. You want to hang out with your friends, your family. You want to go to school. You want to do your own thing, and you want to be able to. But with a partner like this, controlling, manipulative, gaslighting, selling you a dream, telling you, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it all for you. But they're not telling you the price you're going to have to pay for this. Yeah, you may have a partner who will pay for it all, take care of you, and tell you you don't have to work a day in your life. But now you're indebted to them. And to answer to them and to their every becking call, every waking moment. You must tend to them because they are taking care of everything for you. Another story that plays out here is that someone promised to do everything for you and now does nothing for you while you take care of the household. This is a toxic situation. Very toxic, Pisces, Aries. You may be dealing with a Pisces. Very toxic, Aries. You are angry now. You are angry, or they may be abusive towards you. And this is why you may feel trapped and want your freedom. Okay? It's like as soon as you say, oh, I want to get a job, or I want to visit my friends or family, or I want to have some me time. I want to go get a mani-pedi, or I want to go to the barbershop. I want to go to the salon, but I want to go alone, or I want to go with my friends. It's a fight. It's a fight. It's a slap. It's a punch. It's a kick. It's a lock you in the basement, lock you in the closet, lock you in the house, or punish you some way, somehow. Just punish you. Okay? And then, look, after they abuse you, okay, this is starting to remind me of that movie, Sleeping with the Enemy. Sleeping with the Enemy. Okay? Where after they fight, after they slap you, after they punch you, after they push you, after they ignore you, after they take away their love, their affection, their money from you, then they come back. I love you, Aries. I love you. After they beat you, they come with the gifts. I love you, Aries. Let's go to dinner. Okay, let's go to dinner. Let's go out. I'm sorry. And that's how they keep you. That's how they keep you in that dream world, in that fantasy of this is the perfect relationship, when it's very toxic, very abusive. But they keep selling you on this each and every time. After they cheat, they bring the gifts. After they physically abuse you, they bring the gifts. After they verbally abuse you, they bring the gifts. After they mess up, they bring the gifts, Aries. Oh, Aries, please forgive me. You know I love you. You know I didn't mean it. You know that we're perfect for each other. They keep selling you on this. We're perfect for each other. But you're asking for that personal freedom. Okay? You're asking to get freed from this. Forgive yourselves for staying this long. Forgive yourselves for staying this long in a toxic, abusive, controlling, possessive, unhealthy connection. Misfortune can only come from toxic relationships and toxic people and toxic friends. Anybody who abuses you and then tries to come with gifts to woo their way back into your life. To say, oh, I'm sorry, Aries. I didn't mean it, Aries. I won't do it again, Aries. Yes, they will. They will continue to do it. They will continue to bring pain, arguments, fights, misfortune over and over again. But they will always come with flowers, with a dinner, with a trip, to make you feel like, I love you, Aries. Stay with me, Aries. Don't take your eye off of me, Aries. Come back, Aries. Be careful with that, little rams. Be careful with toxic relationships this mid-month. A final message. Woof. No. That's too many. You see that? Woo. They just want to hit you with it. All right. You will be more successful telling the truth at all times. You will be more successful telling the truth at all times. Tell the truth about your situation, Aries. If you are in abusive, toxic relationships that you need to free yourselves from, tell someone what is going on. Tell the truth, because for so long you've been saying that everything is okay. This marriage is perfect. This friendship is everything. This relationship is the bee's knees. This relationship, this connection, this romance is everything. It's perfect. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong while you're covering up the abuse, all right, with makeup so that you can go out to these dinners with them, while you're covering up, while you're telling lies to your friends and your family and everybody else that sees, Aries, that something is wrong. Or they can't see that anything is wrong and they can't help you, Aries, because you're not speaking up about the abuse that you're currently going through. That has been your mid-month brew, my little rams. Until we sip tea again, seek out help and protection and safety at this time if you are in toxic relationships and connections. And if you are not, and you see someone that is taking abuse, then help them. Help them find the help that they so desperately need at this time. But this is not a month to put up with abuse and suffering in silence, my little rams. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao. Taurus, my little bulls, welcome. Welcome back to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. This time it's the mid-month brew for the little bulls with your Oracle Reader, the Gem Star. Let's see what's going on for Taurus this mid-month. My little bulls, let's see what messages we have for Taurus this month. We thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you, Taurus. Subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. Our information is in the description box below. Okay. So, Four of Wands, a happy home on the range. Some of you can be building home businesses, working out of your home this mid-month. Some of you may be having to relocate. You may be losing a home or in search of a home. Someone may be homeless at this time and may need of your assistance and may need to move into your home. This mid-month, let's see, a lot of messages coming through for the little bulls. Some of you may need to face the fact that you can't afford the home that you really want, and so you need to find a more affordable home. For others of you, you may have wanted a certain job or position but may need to settle for an entry level position or for a position that pays you less than what you wanted. You may get your position you want, but may not get the salary you're looking for. You may not get the position you want and may have to settle for a lower position for a lower salary. Some of you also may need to find more affordable housing because the rent, the mortgage is just too high. Let's face the facts, little bulls. Let's just face the facts, the truth and nothing but the truth. You want a happy home. That's the aim. That's the goal. And you can make a home happy. It doesn't have to be huge and extravagant. It just has to be within your budget. Okay? Home is what you make it. That's the message that's resonating in your mid-month brew. That if you want a happy home, you build a happy home. You make a happy home. It's not found. It's built. It's built. And so you have to find the right environment, the right location, the right type of home, and the people who visit your home, reside in your home, have to bring happiness as well. You want a happy home, so you got to be careful of the environment you're purchasing your home or where you live at this time. Who you allowed in your home, who you invite into your home, who you allow to stay with you, Taurus. Okay? Because you're focused on having that happy home, and somebody falling on hard times and you being wonderful, kind, and generous and opening your home to someone can lead to problems and loss. So be careful who you offer assistance to at this time. Also, some of you may be giving an ultimatum, or someone is giving you an ultimatum. And that goes with that message of you may need to relocate. You may need to move because someone is saying, hey, you have to leave. You're being evicted, or you can't afford the rent and you have to go. Someone may also be giving you an ultimatum at work. If you're in sales and you're not selling and you're not bringing in those clients, then you can be let go of. There can be cutbacks in your place of business where you work, and they may be laying people off mid-month. This is something to be aware of and to look out for and to be cautious about mid-month. Okay? Because there is an ultimatum here that stems from a loss. So this is like that energy of, if you can't pay this, you gotta go. If you don't start bringing in sales, you gotta go. If you can't pay the bills, you gotta go. There's ultimatums here. If I am losing in business, if I am losing in this relationship, if I am losing in this situation, in this connection, then you got to go. There is danger approaching, and it is going to affect your finances, your money, your stability, your home business. You gotta face the fact, Taurus, something is not working out right now, and you need to cut your losses. Or you're being fired, you're being laid off, you're being evicted, you're being kicked out. There's some danger looming. These wands going up. There may be legal issues to attend to. Someone may be incarcerated at this time, go to prison. There is a loss occurring. Someone took the wrong path, took the wrong way, made the wrong decision, made the wrong choice, went down an unfavorable path, or made an unfavorable choice or decision that is costing them at this time, Taurus. Something you did could be costing you your job, your home, your freedom, your security, your stability, or someone else under your roof that lives with you, resides with you, does business with you, makes the wrong decision, choice, or action, and it's costly. Okay? It's like you become collateral damage in somebody else's bad choices or decisions, or a bad choice or decision you make or made is causing collateral damage everywhere, including in your own life. Distracted. Be careful mid-month when you're driving. Stay off your phones. Be careful while being distracted, while you're driving, while you're on the road, while you're doing long trips, while you're moving back and forth, while you're crossing the street, while you're taking public transportation. There can be an automobile accident, a collision occurring. Don't drink and drive. Don't be under the influence. Don't drive with people who drink and drive or are under the influence. Don't get in vehicles with people who think they Evel Knievel and are driving 100 miles per hour. Don't do it yourselves. Watch out in getting in a vehicle with somebody you don't know. It can be a stolen vehicle for all you know. Be careful with criminals, people committing crimes, breaking into your car, being carjacked, because danger is approaching. Be careful of thieves, of people breaking into your homes. Have your security systems up and running. Make sure everything is locked and secured before you go to bed, before you leave the house, before you leave your place of business. Someone also, may be threatening you as well, or trying to blackmail you this month, Taurus. Be careful this mid-month, because we see that you have a happy home, but because of somebody making a bad choice, a bad decision, getting behind the wheel of a car under the influence, or breaking the law, or blackmailing or bullying people, forcing people. Be careful with people who stalk you, people who are driving crazy on the road. Be careful with some snakes, cons out here As we said, be careful that you are not sold a lemon, a bad vehicle, a house that's dilapidating, that's deteriorating, that has bad electrical, a bad construction. There's some snakes. There's some, thieves. Oh, there it is. Be careful for break-ins. Break-ins in the house. Break-ins in the car. Make sure you have camera systems, security systems up. Make sure everything is locked down before you leave, before you go to bed. If you own your own business, make sure the security is up, that it's locked down. Oh, here we go. An enemy. An enemy. Somebody stalking you. Somebody keeping tabs on you. When you leave your house, when you get home, when you leave your job, when you go to your job, somebody's keeping tabs. Taurus, to try to steal from you, to try to break into your car, break into your house, destroy what you have built, break into your safe, steal your jewelry, steal your money, steal. Somebody's breaking in here, trying to steal. And be careful if you're committing crimes, breaking an entry, burglarizing, sticking people up, or you know someone like this. Someone is definitely gonna get caught, go to jail, because there are crimes being committed in this mid-month reading, and you are being asked to protect your happy home. Protect your happy home, because people are trying to rob you, trying to steal your car, trying to steal your home, trying to steal your money, your jewelry, giving you ultimatums, trying to blackmail you. They're after your property, your money, your material and tangible goods. That has been your mid-month brew, my little bulls. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. We thank you for supporting our work on this channel. All our information is in the description box below. May you have a blessed rest of the month of September. Ciao, little bulls. Geminis, my fabulous twins. Welcome, Geminis, to your mid-month brew on Kettle Messages Tarot. This is the live with your reader, the Gemstar, here bringing you the mid-month brew, the mid-month tea. We thank you for your support, my fabulous twins. Join our sacred space and subscribe. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and join us in the tea room. We look forward to having you here in our sacred space. This is a time of surrendering. Surrender all that is holding you back, all that is no longer serving you, all that distracts you from what and who you truly are, and be the victor. Yes, as you surrender the shadow, Geminis, as you surrender the shadow, the bad habits, the lower vibrational energies, the toxic people, places, and things in your life, as you surrender the old, as you surrender the pain, as you surrender the past, as you surrender all that is not serving you, all that has made you complacent, all that has distracted you, that has taken you off your path, anything that has kept you from being authentic, your true self, as you drop and release and surrender all that, as you drop that weight, you move into an energy of victory. The Six of Wands. Yes. But it has been through pain, struggles, loss, lessons, growth. This has been a journey of losing yourselves in the distraction, in the people pleasing, in the straying off your path, off your goals, off your dreams, off yourself, on to the lives of others, the distraction of others, the wants, the needs of others. As you lost yourself in following the path and the journey of others, you have found yourself, what you truly need, what you truly want, what you truly are searching for, and that's authenticity. When you people please, when you follow others, when you get distracted by the drama of others, the problem of others, the gossip of others, the dreams, the goals of others, you lose yourself to become what others need. Now, this mid-month, you're being asked to be there for yourselves, to be yourselves, to drop the mask, to drop the having, to be inauthentic, to be in the company of others that only hold you back, that only distract you, that only waste your time, that only bring drama, toxicity, garbage, gossip, problems. You will be victorious over your shadow, over your inner demons, over toxicity, over distractions. You have been on overload. You've been there for everybody and then some. You are on overload on the work front, friendships, relationships, family, problems, issues, demands on your time, distractions. Just like the card says, right, Geminis? I need a break. I need a vacation. I need to surrender. You need to surrender. You are on overload. Drop the distractions. Drop the burdens. Drop the complacency. Drop what doesn't serve you. It's time to get back to what you need to be doing, and that's working towards your victory. Okay, at this time, you need to slow down. Slow down. Delegate responsibility to others at this time. Avoid burnout. There's too many responsibilities, or people are asking too much of you. There are too many people. Look at all these wands. Wands. Fire. Gemini, you may be surrounded by Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may be surrounded by drama, by arguments, confrontations, or demands, pressure. People putting their demands on you, their pressures on you, their responsibilities on you, asking a lot of you. But it looks like you're able to handle it. You're able to deal with it with that Six of Wands. But you're going to have to call in the troops. Okay? You're going to get to victory, because we know the Six of Wands. You get to this victory, but not always on your own when it comes to the Six of Wands. With the Six of Wands, you have supporters, you have friends, you have family members. You have finances and resources that help you towards this victory. This is being support and having support and resources. So that's why you're being asked to call in the troops, delegate responsibility, avoid burnout. There's things in the works here that it takes a village and a team, okay? It takes a village and a team, but the people that are coming to you want you to do all the work. Okay, here's the team that's supposed to be helping you, that's supposed to be chipping in, but no, they've dropped out and they're like, Gemini can handle it, Gemini can do it, give it a Gemini, give it a Gemini, go to Gemini. Oh, you got a problem? Go to Gemini. You need something done? Go to Gemini. You got an issue? Go to Gemini. You got some drama? Go to Gemini. Go to Gemini. Go to Gemini. It's getting real ugly. It's getting real ugly here. Mid-month Gemini. You know, you got some lazy co-workers or friends or family member just, you know, putting the blame on you, saying you the lazy one, you're the one that's slacking, you the one that's complacent, you the one that's not paying attention, you the one that's letting things fall to the crack, you the one, but you are not the one. You are the one doing all the work. All the work. And everybody else is saying you're not doing the work. Okay? They're lying. They're lying. They playing dirty. They're sabotaging. They're trying to ruin your reputation. Yes, they are. By telling your supervisors, your bosses, your managers that you don't do no work. When it's them being distracted, gossiping all day, talking trash, doing nothing. Being on their phones, online. You see, you're doing work there, Gemini. You're doing work, right? They're supposed to be doing their work. Here they are. Here they are. Here's the picture. We're going to do it for you right now. This is the team, the co-workers, the family, the people living with you, residing in the home. Everybody that's supposed to be helping, right? They're the ones going around saying you're the one that's lazy. You're the one that's not doing nothing. You're the one that's not contributing. You're the one slacking. You're the one being distracted. But here you are, Gemini. You are working. You are focused. And here they are. Gemini do this. And Gemini help me find that. And Gemini make the call. And Gemini type this up. And Gemini do this. And Gemini. They're putting it all on you, Gemini. But trying to say that you're the one that's distracted, that you're the one that's not doing, that you're the one you don't know nothing, you don't pay attention, you don't do anything, you're dumb, you're stupid, and it's all them. It's all them passing their work on, being irresponsible while you're being the responsible one. They're having fun here being irresponsible. And because there's no witnesses here, you're going to need to put everything in writing, Gemini. Everything you do mid-month, put in writing. Keep a log of all the work you do, all the chores you do, all the tasks you do, all the assignments you do, all the calls you make. Make sure you have receipts, you have a paper trail, you have emails, you have documentation, you have taxes, you have everything in order. Be organized and have all your work. And when a coworker comes to you or somebody comes to you and asks you to do something that they should be doing, write it down. On this day, on this time, so-and-so approached me, asked me to do this and this and that. You have to keep a record because people here are trying to sabotage you, trying to throw you under the bus, trying to distract you from your responsibilities and your work and your life and your dreams, your goals, to run and take care of the mess they're creating for themselves with their laziness. And their entitlement, there they are, look, entitled. They're over there eating lunch, enjoying themselves while you're at work. There they are, enjoying the fruits of the labor while you're doing all the hard work. Oh yeah, they're focused on money and material wealth. They're very, very greedy. Very, very greedy. These fire signs you're surrounded by. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. They're very greedy. They abuse their power. They're power hungry. They want to make the most and do the less. They want the biggest title in the company, and they want to put all their responsibilities on their subordinates, on those lower on the totem pole. They want to throw down the crumbs. After they eat the filet mignon, they're going to throw the crumbs to you. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. You make sure that your boss, your supervisor, the higher up, the owner knows who's doing the work. Who's doing the work? They're getting the bonuses and the raises for the work that you're doing. They're taking credit for your work, Gemini. Ooh, they don't want me to talk about it, Gemini. But at the end of September, in the month of October, there's that victory card. So that means that you're going to prove to the higher ups, all right? Or you're going to prove to your business partner that they are the ones that are slacking on their job. They're the ones making, money off of your hard work. You're going to show your bosses that it's your co-workers that have been slacking off, hanging out in the lunchroom, at the water cooler, gossiping, wasting the time, being distracted, not doing their work. And you have to pick up their slack because they're just throwing their responsibilities on you while wasting time doing nothing, being irresponsible, not doing their work. This is also at home with your siblings, with your children, with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever you live with. Putting all the responsibilities on you while, lamping up, laying up on the couch and Netflixing and chill or Huluing or YouTubing or whatever they do. While you're doing all the chores. Yeah. You're going down that checklist. That's confirmation. Where we said, keep receipts, keep track of everything, date everything, jot down everything, check off everything. Make sure you are on top of your work because you got snakes in the grass trying to sabotage you, trying to ruin your reputation, whether in the family dynamics or whether at work. Whether in your relationship where your partner is saying you're not doing anything and you are and they're the ones not doing anything. Whether it's at work, the co-workers throwing all their responsibilities and trying to ruin your reputation and sabotage you and telling your bosses you're not doing anything. Whether it's your friends that distract you with their gossip and their foolishness. Or you're always doing things for your friends. And they're saying, you're not doing anything. You're not showing up for them, Geminis. Oh, no. It's time to call people on their crap, on their BS. Call people out. Mom. Remember, the first message was to surrender. Drop people. Don't try. It's like, you're my friend. I'm going to do this for you. I care about you, so let me do it for you. I see that you're having trouble doing it. Let me just jump in and do this for you. No. Let others be responsible for their responsibilities. Stop playing hero or heroine or heroine. Stop being the savior, because it's not being appreciated. It's not being appreciated in your relationships. Okay? It's not being appreciated. And that's going to be an end to a relationship. You may be surrendering a relationship, a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, because they're too lazy. Okay? They're just too damn lazy. They bring nothing. Nothing to the household, to the relationship, to the connection with you, Geminis. Look, all they bring is loss, loss, loss. Loss of money, loss of time, loss of resources, loss of energy. You are overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Flabbergasted by the garbage that they say about you, while you do everything you can to help, to please, to show up, to make people happy, to assist. It's unappreciated. You know, they're a bottomless pit. You do all this for them, Geminis, and all they could ask is, what else can you do for me, Geminis? What else can you do for me? What else can I get Gemini to do? No, Gemini, that's it. You overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Okay? Overloaded. You need to surrender and let people deal with their own issues, their own problems, their own responsibilities. Stop helping out so much that you burn yourself out and you can't even deal with your own life in your own situations. You don't even have time for you, Geminis. You don't even have time for you, because you're being there for everybody else. The best friend, the savior, the hero, the heroine. You come in here and sweet. Don't worry. Gemini can take care of it. That's right. That's right, Geminis. You have genius thoughts which you should carry through with. You're going to have an epiphany, a thought pop into your head mid-month, telling you how to deal with this situation, how to take care of this situation. Spirit was telling you to surrender, to drop responsibilities that are not yours to take on in the first place, and you shouldn't have taken on or volunteered yourself or said yes to or be so available to, because you have overwhelmed yourself and you are on burnout. It's take a vacation time, take a couple of days off, or tell people that they have to take care of themselves mid-month, because you have a genius idea that you have to carry through with. That has been your mid-month brew, my fabulous twins. Until we sit here again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao, my fabulous twins. We thank you so much for stopping by and sipping some mid-month brew with us. Thank you for hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing and being part of our sacred space. Cancer, my little crabs. What's going on with Cancer this mid-month? We thank you, Cancer, for dropping by and sipping some mid-month brew with us, Cancer. Let's see what messages we have for our Cancers. If you want to reach out to me personally, Cancer, all my information is in the description box below. Let's see what the tea spills for you. Justice, order, truth. Oh, justice that brings harmony back into your life, Cancerians. Prepare for success. I love this. You get justice. You get emotional fulfillment with the 10 of Cups, harmony and peace once again in your life, and preparing yourselves for a time of success. Oh, I'm loving this energy because you a team player, because you a mediator, because you bring people together. You have advice, solutions. You a nurturer, you a lover, you a healer. You bring people together. You heal situations. You bring justice to what is unjust, or things are going to be turning in your favor this mid-month after some injustice or a situation where you think and you felt wasn't truly fair. So we see that Cancerians are coming out of a period of distraction, confusion, destruction, some type of injustice, some type of unfairness. Now you're receiving the truth. The truth is going to come out, and that is going to put order, and that is going to bring justice and harmony and peace into a situation where you may have been stressed, upset, confused, lost, feeling the worst or thinking the worst. Some of you may have had some legal situation going on, or you do have a legal case active, and that will turn out in your favor. If you have anything legal going on, Cancerians, that is going to turn out in your favor mid-month. If there has been some injustice in an area in your life, family, home, love life, work life, then the truth is coming to the light, and things are going to be exposed and dealt with mid-month. And because you're willing to hear people out, to be a team player, to work with others, to be fair with others, to find peaceful resolutions, to bring harmony back to the unharmonious, you are being blessed with success this mid-month. Oh, little crabs. I'm loving it, Cancer. Loving it. Oh. A happy ending after a time of injustice. Okay, so in the recent past, you wanted a fairy tale ending, but life showed you its imperfections in your relationships, your friendships, at work, in an area in your life. Remember, these are general for all cancers. So some of you are having no issues in your love life, while others of you are. Others of you are doing fabulous at work, while others aren't. So Cancerians that in the recent past put a relationship, a situation on a pedestal, and you finally see it for what it is with the justice, truth. Now you're starting to see what a relationship is, what a friendship is finally all about, what a work situation is all about, what a home situation is all about. So something that was in the dark came out to the light. You was in la la land. You was thinking everything was okay, everything was fine, dandy. We were living in a fantasy, your own little fantasy world, Cancer. And then somebody came and burst your bubble. That was the sword of truth that came in and busted the bubble you were living in and said, wait, Cancer, this relationship is not healthy for you. This job is not healthy for you. This situation is not healthy for you. This is not fair. That's not fair. This has been hidden. That has been hidden. You don't know the truth about this. You don't know the truth about that. And mid-month, the truth, the justice is coming through. It's coming through so that you can prepare yourself for a happy ending and success. So you can have this 10 of Cups again. So you can prepare for success again. So in the recent past, there was emotional unfulfillment, there was loss, there was heartache, there was a truth that was revealed that made everything come tumbling down, created discord, or there was discord. There was discord in the past, broken dreams in the past. There was confusion, someone misusing their power. So in the recent past, the bubble you was living in was everything was fine. Everybody's getting along. The situation is beautiful, it's perfect. But the truth was that there was people misusing their power. There was confusion. There was lies. There was discord. There was unforgiveness. There was revenge. There was misery, despair, broken promises, harsh words, harsh treatment in the past. And now we see, as you're closing up the month, that things start to turn around and emotional fulfillment can be gained once again and success can be looked forward to. In the recent past, there was too many people in your business, Cancer. Abuse of power. Too many people thinking that they can tell you what's right for you. Okay? Telling you lies, misinformation, bringing you false news, fake news, lies, betrayal, making you promises with no intentions of fulfilling them, gaslighting, being malicious, vindictive, vengeful. There were a lot of people here trying to do you dirty or that did you dirty, Cancer. And this is why this justice comes out. There was too much unfairness, too many attacks, harsh words, ill treatment, confusion, gaslighting, abuse of power, people trying to possess you, control you, trying to tell you how to live your life, what to do, what to eat, when to sleep, when to come, when to go. Oh my God, Cancer. Woo-hoo! Prepare for success. Prepare for success. Money, 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 money. Hitting that jackpot, Cancer. So you was going through some real hard times. Real hard times. People abusing and using left and right. Lying, hiding the truth. But the truth cannot be hidden. The truth will not be hidden, Cancer. The truth will come out this mid-month. And it will see you. It will see you in peace, in harmony, in raises, bonuses, promotions. There is material gain coming your way. Deeper connections, networking, expanding your network. You are valuing yourself, your abilities, your talents, your skills, your hard work. And others will be valuing that from you this mid-month, and it will bring you profit. You are gaining profit. You need to put up boundaries, walls, and keep people out of your business. Too many people know too much of your business. Stop talking, stop being over friendly, stop oversharing. You need to build up boundaries, and people need to work hard for your trust. You just can't be giving trust out willy-nilly, okay? Stop being too trusting, Cancer. Stop telling and sharing all your business. Inviting everybody to your house. Okay, people you don't even know well. Inviting these jealous haters and envious people and thieves and liars and cons into your house or into your place of business or into your personal business by discussing it with them, you know, telling about all your good fortune. People who are miserable. People, listen up. Spirit says, Cancer, misery loves company. When people don't have harmony and peace and emotional fulfillment in their life, when they don't have success, when they're not team players, when they're selfish and they're greedy and they're power hungry and they're abusive, they want to bring other people down to their level. They want people to become gossipers and thieves and liars. They want people to get down there in the mud, in the dirt, in the pit with them. They want people to be miserable like them, lonely like them, broken like them, angry like them, vengeful like them, hateful like them. And you're being asked with the sword of truth, the Ace of Swords, you better start cutting these toxic people out of your life. Cut them out. Misery loves company, and you are too blessed to be stressed and dragged into drama, dragged into gossip, dragged into misery, dragged into failure. Don't do it to yourself. Stay out of it. Stay away from toxic people. Don't be too friendly. Don't be too sherry. Don't be inviting everybody. There it is, the home. Stop inviting everybody into your home, or be careful who you invite to your home, because they're going to talk about it. They're going to be peeping. They're going to be looking all around your house. Oh, Cancer. Oh, can you give us a tour of the house? And you're thinking like, oh, yeah, why not? Because you loving. You loving and you proud of everything you work hard for and you build. And you love sharing. And you love nurturing and being the hostess with the mostest. But you are inviting some people who don't have as much as you, who not as fortunate as you are, who are not as abundant as you are. You have a wonderful marriage, a wonderful relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend, a beautiful home, a good job, money. You have something these people are hating on, jealous of, want for themselves, or want to take from you. And so be careful of the company you keep mid-month. There you go, misfortune. That's that misfortune in the past. And justice. Bringing justice to misfortune. But as the universe protects you and looks out for you, the universe tells you also, Spirit and your guides tell you, you have to look out for yourself, Cancer. You can't be too friendly. You can't be too sharing of your personal life and your personal business, because people will use that to destroy, to drive wedges, to steal, to take away, to ruin your reputation. There you go. To bring you problems. To bring you problems between you and your partners, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your children. Okay? These are like people that want to wear your skin, wear your life, wear your fortune. They want to siphon all what's good that you have and take it for themselves. And if they can't have it one way, they'll try to destroy it. Ooh, a final message. So be careful with those you let into your business, into your home, into your life, into your personal business, into your personal information, because they are coming. Oof, don't give so much advice. You cause hard feelings. Okay? As we said, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Because, see, people, you're giving advice to people because you want to help them, right? If you see people in toxic situations or not doing well in their life, and you have advice or knowledge, wisdom that you can share that can improve someone's life, then here you are giving advice. But people who are miserable, who are hitting rock bottom, who are in misery, despair, they don't want to hear this. They don't want it coming from a smiling face, a shiny, a person of light. Okay? You are a person of light, a giver, a healer, a nurturer, a lover, and this person is miserable. And when you give them advice so that they can improve their life, so they can make some changes, they take it negatively, Cancer. Like you're a snob. What would you know, Cancer? What would you know of their situation and their problem? How could you advise them, Cancer, when you're sitting in your ivory tower, when you have the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend, or a wonderful marriage, or you live in a beautiful home and you have food every night on the table? How dare you give them advice? You stuck up snob, crab you. That's what they thinking. That's what they thinking. Not that you're trying to give them advice so that they can get to where you are, from a place where they are. Because they don't know that you may have also come from rock bottom and were able to rebuild yourself. For some Cancerians, if you have hit that rock bottom, then you've learned while you were down there in the mud, in the dirt, in the misery, in the despair, and you are coming out and rebuilding yourself, going for the peace and the harmony towards the success. But for others of you, if your life is beautiful and rosy, you watch who you share your good fortune with, because they can create a lot of misfortune for you. May you have a blessed mid-month, my little crabs. Thank you for joining us during the lives. We hope that you received these messages and they served you well. Thank you for supporting our work on this channel by subscribing and hitting that like button. Don't forget to leave us a comment and to reach out to us if you would like your own personal private reading. Our information is in the description box below. Ciao, little crabs. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. Lion and lionesses, welcome to the live mid-month brew with your reader, the Gem Star, here on Kettle Messages Tarot. Thank you for supporting the channel, hitting that like button, becoming a part of our sacred space by subscribing, leaving a comment, and joining us in the tea room. Let's see what's going on for my lion and lionesses, mid-month Leos. What is going on for Leos this mid-month? Finding a purpose, staking your claim, and following your intuition when you feel insecurity, fear, and doubt creep up after you go to find your purpose. So, my lion and lionesses, mid-month, we see that you are ready to make some choices and decisions about where you want your life to go. Whether that's love, career, life in general, you are looking ahead into the future and you are figuring out where you want to plant your flag, where you want to stake your claim, and what is your purpose? What is life all about? What are you living for? What are you working towards? What do you want? What do you want? Because you're going to have to do some deep introspection, because all is not what it seems. And before you plant your flag, and before you stake your claim, and before you make a decision because you're at a crossroads, you have to be sure that this is the best action to take. What's the best action to take? You have to follow your moral compass. With the 8 of Cups here, mid, and the 2 of Wands tilting, you are at a crossroads, not sure to stay or to go. Stay or to go in this job, in this relationship, in this environment, person, place, thing, situation, what to do, because I don't know all the facts. I don't have all the information. This is a situation where you need to trust your gut. You need to allow your moral compass to be your guide. Do what is right in all situations, right for yourself, right for all parties, right for your plan, your goal, your purpose. You need to take careful consideration because you have put a lot at stake, a lot of your heart into this, a lot of emotion, drive, motivation, passion into what you have already obtained and gained. But now you're asking yourself, what is this really all about? What am I working hard for? What am I working towards? Where do I want to plant my flag? Where do I want to stake my claim? Should I stake it here where I am already at, where I've poured all this emotional inspiration, motivation, time, energy, and emotion into, and passion into? Or is it time to lift my anchor or pick up my bags or my walking stick and move forward and venture out into this big wide world where there's so many other adventures, people, places, things, experiences to meet, to be had? Do I stay where I'm at, or do I move forward? And you're not too sure. You at this crossroads and you're not moving forward because you fear the future with this moon energy. You fear not knowing what lies ahead. You fear not knowing what's ahead if you leave this current job, if you move out of this current home, if you leave this current friendship, relationship, or situation because you have fear of the unknown, fear of the future, doubt, or insecurities, you stop yourself from making this choice or this decision. But a choice or a decision, Leos, will have to be made because you can't stay in this crossroad forever. You just can't stay standing in the middle of a road, Leos, because you will get run over. Yeah, you feel trapped, imprisoned in your current situation. You feel stifled. You feel stagnated. You can't move. Or because of certain responsibilities to yourself, to others, some contract you signed, or some promise you made to yourself or to another, you are still stuck in this situation. It's like when you have loyalty for someone, but the right decision for yourself is to move on, to work on something new, to try on something new. It's like, do you be true to yourself, or do you be true to another even though you're not happy, even though you feel confined, imprisoned? Do you keep your word? Do you keep your promise? Do you continue to invest emotionally, spiritually, energetically to a job, a relationship, a situation where you're starting to feel, Leos, like it's time to move on? Or that you feel trapped, held back, like your hands are tied behind your back. A part of you wants to move on. A part of you wants to find your purpose, to go after something else, or to move forward, or to even have the power to make a decision. But for some reason, your hands are tied behind your back. And this is something you're not liking. Because a part of you, a part of you wants to take that gamble. Right before we was going to say it, like a part of you wants to go. A part of you wants to take the gamble and get out of the situation that you find yourselves in. That you feel trapped and held back. There's too many rules. There's too many rules. None of these rules work in your favor. None of these rules allow you to work your magic, or to stake your claim, or to find your purpose. Some of these rules or these negotiations, these contracts are starting to look like they're against your morals. Like, this is not what you signed up for, Leos. There's something that you feel like you didn't sign up for, or that has turned sour after showing promise. So something could have showed promise. You could have said, wow, I lay I stake my claim here. I plant my flag here. This is such a wonderful place to work, or this is a wonderful relationship, or this is a beautiful place to live. And all of a sudden, you know, time has passed. Not all of a sudden, but time has passed, because 8 of Cups is a lot of work that's gone into this. The moon as well, the major arcana, doubts, fears, insecurities, feeling like you're not up for the task, feeling like there's things that are being kept from you, being kept secret, things that you don't know. There's too many rules, too many red tape. Your hands are being tied behind your back. You can't make a decision. You don't know where this is going. You feel like it's against all your beliefs. It's against yourself. And you're like, I need to take a gamble. Oh, Trump card. Are you working for Donald Trump? Here is your Trump card. You want to take that gamble. You were asking, should I take that gamble? I'm scared of what the future holds, but I can't stay here because even though there was some good things here and I learned some things and I gained some things, it's no longer serving me. It's no longer healthy. It's no longer working out. It's no longer fulfilling me. It's taking me off my path, my purpose, my beliefs, my dream, my goal. And so your reading is telling you, yes, take a chance, take a gamble. Take a gamble on your plans, on these thoughts, on these ideas, on a decision that you know you deep down inside, Leos, you want to make, but you've been holding back. You've been holding back because of some loyalty. You've been holding back because of some promise. You've been holding back because you feel love towards someone or caring towards someone, or you've put a lot of yourself into something and you've been teetering between, continuing to put into this. But since you can't see where this is going and it's not going that well right now, you feel like you should take a chance and opt out and take your chance at what's out there in the world for you, and you feel deep down inside that's gonna pay off. That's your intuition letting you know, take a chance, it's gonna pay off. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of finding your purpose, of staking your claim, of reaching financial success or goal. And where you at, you're feeling held back. See, Leos, they don't want me to tell you the truth. Oh, excuse me. That was a loud one. That's because Spirit wants you to hear it. It's like face your fears and do it anyway, Leo. Because staying where you at, you see what you're getting staying where you at. And it's not making you happy. It's not fulfilling you. So it's best to trust your instincts and take a chance. Yes, follow your instincts and take a chance. Take a chance. You are sad, you are depressed. Some of you are widows and widowers, have lost widowers, or okay, so your husband, your wife has passed away, or you have gotten a divorce. If you have gone through a separation or a loss of a person, place, or thing, you are mourning this. You are in this energy of that sadness, holding on to it, and it needs to be healed, dealt with, and released at this time. It's okay to mourn, but it has to be a healthy mourning. As you mourn, you continue to work on yourself, attend what you need to attend to in your day-to-day life. Education, work, family, friends, your own health, your own mental health. And for some of you that have to make this decision about cutting something out of your life and leaving it behind so that you can move forward, yes, you are going to be sad. There's going to be a period of mourning, but there is going to also be good things to look forward to. That's like if you lose a loved one, you still continue. You are still alive. And your loved one on the other side wants you to live a happy, healthy life. Not to give up, not to live in the state of depression and mourning, not to hold yourselves back. For some of you, you may become an inheritor. You may inherit a property. You may come into some inheritance, Leos, and you may have to decide what you're going to do with this inheritance. You may come into some property. You may have to decide what you're going to do with this property. Let's get a final message for Leos, Lion and Lionesses. There's a message coming through to avoid get-rich-quick schemes or people coming to you with a whole bunch of ideas on how to spend your lottery winning, how to spend your inheritance, how to spend your good fortune, your money. Don't take anybody's advice on how to spend your money. Take the time to stake your claim and to make decisions for yourself. Don't allow anybody to tell you this mid-month how to spend some money or how to invest some money that you're coming into. Oh, the widow and widower. Okay, for some Leos, there may be some grandparents passing on, some parents passing on, a husband or wife passing on this month. You will be dealing with inheritances, property, money, being the decision makers, the head of the household. For some of you, there may have been someone or there is someone who is suffering a long period of ill health and they may be passing on at this time. You are also being asked to go to the doctor and get a physical checkup and check up on your health. Also, if you have loved ones that are passed on, this is a time to go visit their graves. Spend some time at the gravesite. Take flowers, take gifts to those that have passed on their loved ones. A good time to attend your altars, to attend and take care of your ancestors, to reach out to your elders and spend time with your elders, to discuss retirement, to discuss their health at this time. Because we can see that there are elders coming under ill health or passing on. And you will have to deal with this as the head of the household, the head of the family, or the only one that can take care of this, that can handle this. We thank you for reaching out to us for your personal private readings. All our information is in the description box below. If you do want your own personal private reading, we thank you for joining our channel by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, and joining us during the lives. let's wrap it up and let's give Leos a final message. There it is, Leos. A letter that you will receive that you have to act upon at once. You may have to get an attorney. You may need to get a financial advisor. There is maybe legal paperwork you have to deal with mid-month. There are messages and letters coming to you, to your attention, Leos, this mid-month, that you need to pay attention to and take action on. With this message and that Two of Wands and that Eight of Cups, that energy of needing to make a decision and not making a decision and leaving things for later, Leos, I'll take care of it later. You're not going to be able to do that this mid-month. Whatever comes your way, whatever's sitting on your desk, whatever legal situation comes your way, or any family situation, whether it's inheritances, deaths, issues at work, take care of any paperwork and answer any correspondence that needs your attention in a timely fashion. Okay? Pay attention to the mail, pay attention to your emails, your texts, your physical mail, because maybe something here is time sensitive and you need to respond in order to get money or to get yourselves out of a situation or to be able to stake a claim. You will need to answer in a timely manner or have some paperwork in before something expires or before the time is up. That has been your mid-month brew. Ciao, my lion and lionesses. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site.